Hey YouTube, Frogtoad here. Well, what you see before you is the Leatherman MUT. I did a two-part review on this not too long ago, and just as a quick update, I was able to finally get the sheath, this excellent sheath by the way, to be able to stretch out a little bit to carry both of these tools, as well as the wrench and the tool itself. Now in the review, the bottom line was I liked it, but it wasn't perfect for me because it is heavy and it is bloody expensive. But it has a lot of capability. And what I want to share with you now is something a little lighter. And let's take a look at it together. We'll move the MUT and all its stuff out of the way. Now what we have here is the Gerber eFECT. Now these aren't new. They've been around, I guess, for at least a year or so, maybe more. And the quick overview is it's a small pouch. I'll use the Leatherman itself to give you an idea of the size difference. That's the MUT. That's a full-size tool. And of course, the sheath difference is pretty dramatic. It's almost half the size of it. And it is MOLLE capable. Let's take a peek inside. It's got Velcro, no snap, but I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but that's always kind of cool. And this is the tool itself. Now, right off the bat, one thing you find out is this just doesn't weigh hardly anything. In fact, I don't have a scale right here, but the tools for the MUT and it feel like they weigh about the same. So this thing is really light. And for a quick overview on the tools that come on the Gerber, you have a front sight adjustment tool, magnetized for the 5-prong and the 4-prong. And it takes a bit to get it off there, so it's a good magnet. Then you have a screwdriver, and you have a pick. I don't know if the camera's going to pick that up real well. But that'd be fine for getting in those small areas on the AR bolts in different spots. And this is one of the spots where this tool will unscrew and give you a female place to put Otis cleaning tools. So it is compatible with the Otis gear. On the other side, you have a scraper. It's actually got a pretty sharp edge right there. Then you have a tool for pushing out your pins. And you have a little brush, which also unscrews to give you a place to put the other cleaning gear. So you could use it as a handle for cleaning. Now all these tools do lock into place, and they lock pretty good. No complaints about the locking system. You pull this pin back, and all the tools lock in place. Now, on my Bushmaster M4, this won't because I have a stock one, but I understand that these will actually fit into the buttstock of some of the aftermarket hand grips. Haven't had a chance to test that because I don't have one, but if that's the case, that's another plus for this. Now, can you really compare the two? I think you can. This retails, what, $100.50, give or take. The reason it took me a while to get one of these is I had to wait for a friend of mine who had access to a better price to grab it for me. I think these retail, they retail, you know, 50, 60 bucks. I got mine for 30 because I'm a cheapskate. I wanted to wait until my buddy could get it for me, a little bit less expensive. So 30 bucks, 150 bucks. Well, it really comes down to what you want. If you're looking for something really light that will do the job for your AR, hey, this will work. There's no doubt about it. I'm looking at replacing the hand grip on my AR. And whether or not this will fit in it is going to be one of the criteria of which one I buy. I like this tool. Do I dislike the MUT? No, I don't dislike the MUT because the MUT gives you so much more capability. But I wouldn't want to carry that, you know, in a without rule of law situation or out in the field. I would not want to carry this But if you don't have any other need for a multi-tool except the basics, you know, then having its secondary use for the AR, that works for me. So no, I like this. I'll keep it. But I have to admit, if I could only have one tool for my AR, something I might carry, if not in the weapon itself, in the range bag, man, this Gerber is really tough to beat. So I'm going to start using it. This was a quick, you know, just got an overview. And I'm going to take it out, mess around with it, beat it up a little bit. And I'm not really going to compare it much to the MUT because it's really an unfair comparison. But the only thing I can think of that's different is that this appears to be made out of a steel. The scraper here appears to be made out of a steel, whereas the MUT's is made out of brass, which would be a little easier on the firearm. But man, you know, that is a really, really tiny difference. And I think out in the field, in an emergency situation, you're just not going to care about that much. So, my first impressions of the Gerber, I like it. I like it a lot. And I'm going to be looking forward to using it. Alright, y'all, fair winds. Have a great night.